From humble beginnings to founding Kingdom Life Tabernacle, Apostle Tony's unwavering dedication to his mission serves as a beacon of hope and inspiration to all. His experiences remind us that no journey is without its trials, but with faith and determination, we can rise above and fulfill our divine purpose.
After 2 years of being at Shua Complex, serving there, I was not one night in my time, and the Lord spoke to me and told me, son, your time to leave Shua Complex is now. I said, wow, this is great. Remember, we had already identified our church land. That was another story, that of course, how we go to that church land. But in the first place, I was not interested. One of my sons, Justin, told me, there's a land here. We need to see. I told him, which land? It could be good for church. I told him, no, I don't want that. It could be a lot of money. But eventually it dragged me. It dragged me to go to see the landlord. Which land I saw. He told us, I have my land here. It's an acre of land. I need, I think, over 180 million shillings. So when we leave, we exchanged contacts. I told this young man of mine, why did you bring me into the thing? I have never heard of 180 million. Why did you bring it to the... Little did I know that actually God used him for us to be able to move. So eventually, actually, just to get into the story a little bit before I get how we got out of Shua Complex. So we exchanged telephone contacts with the gentleman who is our landlord. And during that very afternoon, he calls me because by that time he stayed in the UK and he had come briefly, he was to return. So he had agreed with someone that would pay him that money, a little bit of some money, because he was selling his land off, and that one had disappointed him. So he calls me, said, Mr. Sechanzi, are you interested in the land? I say, yeah, well, by faith, yes, I'm interested. So would you be able, please, to raise me probably 10 million shillings because I want to travel. The person that was to give me the money disappointed me. I said, well, I don't know. We'll look into it. I just left it there. Now, when I left it there, 2 hours later, he calls me again. He tells Mr. Sechanzi, have you been able to raise me 10 million shillings that we can come on the table and we discuss? I said, not yet, but let me think about it. Immediately, I put off the phone. The Holy Spirit clearly spoke to me, said, son, I am into this. Take a step of faith. So now we begin to see faith beginning to unfold. So when I had it clearly in my spirit, I called my wife, Pastor Agnes, and said, Pastor Agnes, you know what? There's a deal here. There's an acre of land. It could be good for church. So let's look out for this man needs 10 million shillings. Now that was Friday. He said, okay, let me rush around. So we moved around between me and between her. That was Friday. And by the end of the day, we had raised 3.5 million shillings. And yet I told the gentleman, tomorrow, Saturday, you have your 10 million shillings. But that night, I spent long hours praying in tongues. I asked the Holy Spirit to pray through me and in me. Now, in the morning when I just go to bed around 7, the gentleman calls me. He said, Mr. Sechanzi, I'm sorry we are not meeting today. We have a family business in Ebuyikwe. Let's meet on Monday. Wow. It was an answered prayer. I said, Mr. Bossa, Monday will be available by Monday. Because I knew if God was able to give us, between us, 3.5 million shillings, that was Friday. That's afternoon. How about Saturday? How about Sunday? We would believe and trust God and call heaven down until God provides. Saturday, we ran around with Pastor Agnes. By Sunday, by the grace of God, we had 10 million shillings cash. So come Monday, the gentleman comes with his lawyer and the paper to sign, and we are ready to sign. So when we got to him, it said, when I met you on Friday, I just fell in love with you, Mr. Sechanzi. I said, okay. You seem to be a gentleman. I said, okay. So he took me outside from the lawyer and his family. And he said, you know, when you left, my heart was moved. I loved you so much. And actually, I saw you as a gentleman and I wanted to sign a gentleman's agreement. Now, how do you sign a gentleman's agreement? You don't have to sign it on the paper. In the gentleman's agreement, all what you need to do, shake my hand, you shake my hand, shake your hand, you give me your word, that is all. But he told me, when he told that to the wife said, that man must have bewitched you. A man you saw on Friday, today's man, you want to give out land in the city, about an acre, just shaking an hand, the man you don't. So he told me, I don't want to get problems with my wife, but the challenge is, but I don't want to get problems with my wife. So what we do is, I'm going to tell the lawyer to sign an agreement, but which is going to be in your favor. I will not put the dates when you're going to fully finish the payment. We are going to leave it open. We'll open up an account, put up the money. So that's exactly what the gentleman did. And after doing that, we went in the house. We signed the agreement. Said Mr. Sechans will pay at his will, whatever he has, 10,000, 20. So he's been a good man. Actually, we are planning for 180 million shillings, but this man has been good to me. Instead of 180 million shillings, he will be able to give us 85 million shillings. That was already a miracle and faith at work. So that's how that journey started. So getting forward, again, after 2 years staying at Chua Complex, the Lord visits me and tells me, tell the people the time to move is now. So Sunday I came very excited. The time to move is now. Little did I know, I was quickening the demons to come and help us to steer up the waters and the storms, which was again very good. So after doing that on Sunday, speaking to people, I didn't know how we were going to get to the church land. Monday, again, something happens.
It was a modest start, but their faith was anything but small. They knew God had great plans for them. Stay tuned for the next episode.